And yeah, so that is what is happening right now. I was not aware of it, and it looks like it looks. Maybe I look funny. Hey, you can see that the skin here is so much out of shape. Anyway, I'm gonna continue the diary. So, wait, I had planned for me to come here and do the necessary, but I was not able to. I don't know why. I think I was busy with other things. Um, what was I busy with today? Oh, I was actually doing the copyright content today. On Nini. By the whole of this morning, what have I been doing? Oh, I've been on TikTok looking for. I remember now. I was doing this logo for Storyfy Max. I started it yesterday, and I think up to this point, well, I've come up with a very. I came up with a very silly idea for that logo. Maxis. And it's funny how I came about it. I just saw a speedometer somewhere and I decided, okay, let me. An idea hit me while I was looking at the speedometer, and there it was. That is where I got the logo idea from, and glad I did. I started it yesterday, and it seemed very difficult to achieve it because one, layering. You know that it combines some colors, different colors in a circle, and achieving it using the normal software is actually or if you don't have the skills to even use other softwares to get the idea perfect, it's actually very difficult. And unfortunately, I was not able to achieve the same with any others. Actually, I use Canva most of the time, so I wasn't able to Nini. So I improvised away. I made the logo. You know, it is kind of a circle, but it contains a lot of circles. It's like the rainbow. You see, there's a circle that has all the colors in it. Circle. So that is what I was trying to achieve, but I wasn't able directly. I had to use shortcuts instead of achieving them through layering. There's so much process that goes into it when designing a logo that has layers. So that was it, but I was able to achieve it using shortcuts that I know. There's cropping a circle. I had to pitch in using that idea, and glad I achieved it. And so today is when I decided, let me change some things, some colors. Yesterday I had put many colors in that one logo, and it is usually not very good. When you put many colors in one logo, it won't look. It will not be suitable for even when you look at it. Even if you are not a designer, the looks that it will give you something that you not like. So I decided today morning, let me just wake up and change some colors. I think it was two colors to represent the eyes in the Max eyes. It's eyes, like eyes, solid carbon 4 oxide. So that is what I've been doing the whole morning. And by the I needed to change the username for this social media presence for this company. I gave it an Italian name. I think so. I had to Google some things online so that I can give it a suitable name that can, when you even mention the name, you can feel the brand, the heaviness of the brand, because the name has been italicized. it is italicized or French or italic? Because you'll find most of the what do you call it? Most of the clothes and shoes brands are usually um, italicized, like they sound Italian, the names, and so you have to figure out how you can so that you want to figure out how you can make your brand look so expensive, whereas it is not. It is actually the name, and that is what I did. I gave by my name a username that has the italic name. I can't actually remember the actual name, but that is what I've been doing the whole morning. And then before I came here, I recorded this how to solve copyright claims from music in not Upbeats. It's called Pixabay. It's actually raining. Let me look for another place that I can sit. I don't know if I'll reach 30 minutes today. I have so much pimples today. You see the effect of Mr. Sweets reaching out and paying a visit to you. So I'll go to a tree nearby and start to record the video. And it's raining today. I don't know what the rain decided to do today. I think it is it's when this ceremony has been planned and it decided to come here and do the necessary. So let me just stay here. I don't think it will rain. I don't think it will rain. So far where I've reached, I say I'm proud of myself. Actually, I decided this week, actually it is today and tomorrow, I'll make sure that everywhere you can get any copyright music, I'll do the content for it, because there's actually no music for free. Like, you get it, it's no music that you can get for free. Thank God I don't use copyright on this channel, because I could have struggled a lot to get Nini. And I've been looking for a suitable background music that I can be using in all my videos in Maxipy. One background music that is unique. No one can use it. It is me who has made it. And finding it is quite difficult, because it's actually very difficult to make some beats. But one day I will, because one day I will, right? That is what I will do some time from now. There are things that you cannot, you should never bother of them. You should keep a straight eye, keep a straight head, keep a straight focus. All right. So it has started to rain heavily now, and people are moving to their nini. People are eating. I can see some people are eating in this tent. But I'm not interested in the food anyway. I'm full. Today I've eaten so much ugali and some beans. Yeah, I guess today I don't have the guts to even go and eat anything out there. Because it's funny that and I think there's people who have been invited here. Okay, let me take a video. This 9 minutes. Okay, so let me record this cars moving, and there's this tent I want to showcase. My skin looks. Anyway. I look so. You can see my skin. I don't know if the video quality will allow for me to be visible, for my skin to be visible. I'm so white. It's like as if I have dandruff in my skin. So I'm on the school now. I'm right now on the school, and it's funny that I thought it was graduation, but it was another ceremony that I was unprecedented. I'm not sure about it. Huh? Ahead of me, there are cars, there are personal cars, there are vans. We call them Nissan in Kenya. And I'll just show a sneak preview of what is happening. See all these cars, and there is the science building. It's called Mackay building. Mackay building, yeah. So there's this tent. So that is where people are eating. I wish I could have had this good phone that can take clear pictures when you zoom in. So that is what happened. Unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to come and experience this 40. I'm hearing that it is more achieving 40 years. 40 years as a school. They are they are celebrating the anniversary. But who cares? I can guess these people who own these cars are the alumni of this school. People who have undergone this school, the process of this school. By then I knew yesterday. I went ahead and I went ahead to look for. By then I encountered the Moi University page, Facebook page. That is where I knew that this ceremony is to be conducted today. I didn't know that it is existing, and luckily I didn't. Anyway, I will not care. When people seeing it, I'm seeing people eating here, but not that I will care. It's not a bother. Anyway, I want to talk about something, and which I've forgotten about it. Yes. Have you ever reached a point you have already imagined that you have a you have a dream to achieve, right? You have a certain goal that you have imagined it, you have created it in your mind, and it comes at that point where you now need to execute the idea so that it can come into reality. It reaches a point, okay, you have the dream, okay, you start. Okay, after doing it for a while, you are like, okay, why am I not getting the results? Not that. Oh yeah, I can feel sorry for myself. My skin looks. Wow. I was talking about what? Yeah, you have the dream, right? You want to achieve it. You do it a little while. Later, you start. There's this voice that comes into your mind. There's this voice that comes in your head, and you start even debating with it. You start even arguing how this thing you are doing, what you are doing right now is not achievable. All right, and you are like, by the way, what am I really doing? Will it really give the results that I want? And you are like, hi, enyewe, you know that part of the nini. There are two people who are debating, right? The person who believes in you, and the person, that voice that I don't know where it comes from, that cutout voice. That cutout voice, you start agreeing with it. The other party start to agree with it, and it start to become reality. And you are like, anyway, it's true. I cannot achieve it. But that's the most dangerous thing that you can ever do if you have a dream. Listening to that voice, listening to that silly voice that is usually talks to you. It's you I don't know. They're school children today. Let them enjoy themselves. So, okay. No, by the way, I will ever talk about it. Nowadays, imagine I don't bother for small things. Like, there are things that, let me talk of some time back, maybe last year, I could have worried about them. But nowadays, they seem like, you know what, that's not my priority. And I'm not there. Like this thing. Like today, I could have decided, today, let me do this. Let me go for this meal. Go sit here and eat whatever has been prepared here. It could have been different if it was last year, because I could have come to eat that meal. But right now I'm doing nothing. I don't even feel anything. I've really changed a lot. For sure I've changed a lot. Because there are things that no longer bother me anymore. And I'm glad I'm growing back. I'm growing. And this is not a sign of this is not maturity. Maturity for me has never been an issue. It always comes naturally. But there are things you're like, I'm out. I'm beyond that. I'm not a child towards that thing. So yeah, today I wasn't able to read the I wasn't able to read the way. And by the way, there's one thing that I've come to note about this novel that I'm reading. It's not really a novel, but a self-help book. There's one thing that I've come to note. This thing, when I read it, I can't keep a memory of it. You know how to think big. I used to even I'm containing the information in my mind. Right now it's like something is off, because I'm not retaining the information that I've just read. And I'm like, by the way, what is happening? It's like you are reading it and it evaporates from your mind. But I'm picking the lessons. Yesterday I talked about group work. Okay, I don't have anything to talk about today. I really don't. Okay, let me figure out. I don't think. I mean, this place, I really do not feel comfortable. Cars nearby. I'm not sure if someone is inside and is listening to whatever I'm saying. I've come to this place where I'm not used to. It's giving kind of a another vibe. People are eating. If I eat there, if I go and eat there at that event, for sure I'll have a bloated stomach, and I'm sure about it. So I'd rather not go and just stay here until I feel like any. Because I'm sure if I even add any other food in my stomach, today I'll not sleep. Okay, let me find something else to talk about. I usually jot down the notes. Usually jot down the ideas that come into my mind. And my skin bana, looks it's in bad shape. Yeah, I was talking about the voice. When you have a straight head, you can ask any successful person that if they always have that voice that tells them you are not enough, you don't have the materials, you don't have the resources, you're not able to, they'll tell you. It's always there. Now the battle comes in where, okay, you really have to figure out, or even suppress the voice in your head, and this can be achieved by doing, being into nini, and make sure that you can do something, because right now so right now my plan is, I just reach 500 subscribers on my channel, that is Maxipy, and I'm like okay, for the past week I've attained four subscribers, and there are how many left? Almost 27 or something, 26 or 27, so that I can reach 500. After I reach 500, now it will be easier now to even progress further. This means I can even get 500 more to reach 1000. From that 1000 you can start to monetize your videos, and before that time reaches, you need to have value. You need to keep people coming to your channel, so that they can watch content, and that is what right now I'm striving to do. And I can say it's for me, I love what I'm doing, because it's in me. I love it, how I review. I love myself talking, because this has been my battles for my battleground for, what do you call it, speaking. And I said it at the start of this nini, I guess at the first month of this nini, so that they can watch, feel, start to practice of what is happening. So there's so much wind has started when I started. I want to go back. So that is what happens. That is what happened. That is what happened. That is what happened. That is what happened. I'm trying to focus. So I've just encountered this video of this lady. She's asking for a job. She's asking for a job in TikTok. It's good to speak yourself, because getting a job here in Kenya is quite difficult. Like, there's no one who is employing, and at this stage where the government is trying to impose taxes, it's difficult, bro. I heard, was it yesterday, more from Ikoneni podcast, saying that in America you can easily find a job, very easily, and it will not be a problem for you to get a job. But in Kenya, it's quite difficult. So she's looking for a job. She got so many comments, so many views. I'm sure she got the job, but I can imagine if he was a boy. He was a male, boy or man, whichever it is. But figure out that. Think of this: if it was a boy, could it the video, could it have gotten so much views? Likely not. Why? I don't know. A man for himself, the sun for us all. Huh? The sun is for us all, hmm? But a man for himself. Yeah, but there's a boy child. You need to, in this earth, in these times that you are living in, it's actually very difficult to attain some things easily compared to our counterparts, that is females. And by females I mean any female. Should be, maybe she's old, she's young, especially these young ones. They are so much, I don't know how to call them nini, but the society has made them a priority more than yeah. I've gotten a notification from Instagram that Maxis company has just shared a reel, and it's actually, the logo looks amazing. I'm proud of that work. Oh, I thought it was police that is coming. No, there are police who are guarding this car. The logo looks amazing, by the way. By the way, how I come about how I came about developing or even designing this in my head. Me, I usually don't draw the design on a paper. Actually, this design that I want. Let me start to design, and then I'll get more ideas when I'm developing it. And the funny thing is that I'm actually going to talk about some spirituality matters. So usually when I'm doing something, like I start something, I start even getting more ideas when I'm doing it. Even crazier ideas that I even had not thought of. And that is something that I have come to appreciate. There's something in me that, there's this surge of creativity that comes when I start doing something. And that something has to be, first of all, I have to create it first. I have to imagine it, and it has to fascinate me, so that in the process of materializing it, or making it turn into reality, is where now you get start getting crazy ideas. So yesterday, okay, let me talk it in 1 minute. I'm not sure if I will articulate the new very correctly. I had this idea, logo idea. I put this um this idea what do you call it? Anyway, it will not make sense. I think it needs an artist. Like, I need to do some drawings so that I can explain it. But thank God I achieved it, and I now have a brand that I can sell. So I'll do the content today and tomorrow, probably, for the copyright. All the copyright music, how to remove copyright from music in videos, in YouTube videos. That has been done. I wanted to talk about something. There's this topic that has been going on about spiritual awakening and opening the third eye. I've not heard it once, nor twice, nor thrice, nor 4 times. I've heard it close to 10 times, or even 20 more, about spiritual awakening. And I'm like, there's this day that I was trying to create, not to create per se, but to look how you can manifest things in one's life. My buttocks are really aching, and I don't want to move around. Anyway, let me continue. As I was saying, young people, especially Gen Zs, are engaging in these topics, like the spiritual awakening. This means, I even don't know the meaning of it. I know the shallow part of it. It is just tapping into the spiritual world. Basically, that is what I understood. But I'm not going deeper to understand what is happening. But I guess that is what it means. Alright. So young people are engaging in these things, and they are doing this very deliberately, because religion to them is not making sense, and I'm one of them. It reaches a point. Okay, I have said this a lot of times in this diaries that I do, that spiritual I mean, what do we call it? Religion, or the world, has just been fucked up by so much information that it always consume it, and it always has the dire effects, or even it always have the effects behind it after the manipulation. What am I even saying? So my point, let me articulate my point in a clear manner. Let me articulate my point in a clear manner. So after the world has been manipulated, if you find that it reaches a point, people start even asking questions. Is the way of life supposed to be this way? And now it has reached a point. Gen Zs, including me, are not comfortable with talking about, or not even talking. They are realizing that religion is just something that is okay. You see that there are things that we used to do as Africans a while back, like there was this circumcision for females, girls and women being circumcised. And I hear till today there are communities that carry out those activities. Pathetic. So it's the same case. It should be outdated. It should be outdated. You think that the teenagers, not teenagers, okay, most of the teenagers. I hear that Gen Z is from 1997. And by the way, who decided to be categorizing people into generations? I don't understand. But these Gen Zs are tapping into things that think people could not think of. Even the millennials could not even try. They are not aware of it. We are that generation where, by the way, we don't care. Okay, not that we don't care, but it has reached a point. We have started to come out of this box. We have started to come out of this come out of this uh, place where the world is manipulating us. We don't want that. For us, and I'll talk for the Gen Z. Imagine what is this? You'll never find us being tribalistic with each other. Gen Z to Gen Z, you actually never care. That is one thing. Culture will never be our thing. No, we speak mother tongue. Even to us, mother tongue is actually a problem, especially Africans. We don't care. We care anymore. We don't. Okay, we care anymore. We don't care anymore. Religion has become something that is like a burden to us, and you're like, yeah, by the way, you millennials and which generation were there before the millennials? I'm not sure about that, but there are things that we don't bother anymore, and you are tapping into spirituality that is always there, but people don't see that. Hmm? I'll call it this generation where it is so much exposed to whatever happens in the spiritual world. It is understanding how the world is working and how we live, and we are not supposed to live that way. But it's okay, bro. It reaches a point. Hata mimi, even me, it has reached a point now. Religion is not really making us a lot of it. And I'll speak for myself. You go to church and you are like, by the way, what difference does it make not going to church and living a life where you can stay just like that, like you are staying as if you know how Japanese live. They live a very disciplined, very meaningful life. You will never find them stealing. If they steal, they have some. If they do many things or they sin in a way that is respectful. You worry about the other person. For me, it always doesn't make sense. Like you go to church, whereas you are living like a person who is sinning, yet the person who is outside the church is living the life you are supposed to live, that Christian that is supposed to live. And most of the time you find that okay, let me just avoid church. I'm not even planning to go to church tomorrow for the same reason. Not that I care, I don't. So that's that. I've lacked an any topic to talk to exploit because I don't have anything to talk about. Right now I want to go to the Wi-Fi, compress the video. I don't know if it will be achievable because I'm sure the Wi-Fi has jammed. There are people all over it, and maybe I wait for maybe I wait until evening when everyone has gone. That is when I go to the Wi-Fi and upload it. But that's the problem comes in where okay, I want to go back to home, to my house. Coming back will be a problem. I'll have to buy bundles today, and I have how many shillings? 20 plus 12. Today I wanted to play a jackpot, but nowadays I don't feel the comfort. I don't feel the vibe even for trying. I've never won anything in this jackpot thing, even a bonus. Hmm? When you get 12, 13, 14, you always get a bonus, but even trying it is a problem. Achieving it. And you're like, leave it alone. You focus on whatever will make you rich. Because at some point, I know this max spell is going to be a big thing. I was it the other day I was talking about Brownlee Marcus. Even imagine he started just like me, reviewing some things. I started by reviewing phones. By the way, I didn't know anyone. I felt the need to even do it. And you're like, let me just try it. But then he started just like me, reviewing tech gadgets. I also started the reviewing phones, but now in short animated videos. But they'll never delete those videos in my Maxify so that people can see the journey that I went through. Because it's going to be the next big thing. Today I want to make sure that Pixabay and Pexels, music from Pixabay, I'm supposed to do for the smartphone. I usually do two tutorials: how to remove copyright in YouTube Studio app and YouTube Studio itself, the website in a PC. I do the two versions, and then I do the short version, less than a minute, and it has to be this way. I post it on YouTube Shorts, this YouTube what? YouTube Shorts and TikTok and even Instagram. By the way, I connected my Instagram to my Facebook so that when I post here, it will reflect on the other side, and then I'll have no problem posting everywhere. And then I post on X. I'm considering even saving time when posting. I post on two social media pages, that is TikTok and YouTube. For the others, I don't know. I don't know how to grow these things, but I wish I have someone who can guide me on how to go about all these things that are here and are. I don't know. Yeah. There's so much that is needed of me. There are things that I need to do, figure out, because I'll be answerable at the end of the year. What have I done? What have I achieved? Am I independent? Yeah, I have to end this diary here. Let me compress this video and go to the Wi-Fi and then upload it. I'm sure the food has ended. It's finished. I feel like, anyway, let me end this diary here. I don't have anything to talk about in particular. Alright, cool. Oh, remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios.